Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
And welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am glad that we're here together. Yes, happy Thursday, wherever you're joining us from. I hope that you've enjoyed the stories that we've brought for you so far this week, and I am glad indeed that we're here together. Another story awaits. Yes, another one in the beautiful line of Over and Under series, and this time we bring you the waves, Over and Under the Waves, and it is still the amazing duo Kate Messner and Christopher SILAS NEAL. This one coming to you from Chronicle Books of San Francisco, brand new for 2022. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope you're excited. I hope you're ready. I am excited here and ready to share this one with you. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time, and glad you are here. Please remember too that tomorrow is a double live. Yes, it's a double header, and so join us tomorrow and get to enjoy amazing stories as we'll be bringing you our double header for tomorrow, which is we will have let me just do this so you can see it clearly. So we will have I See Me, a brand new book coming in from Justin Stephen Ford. And then we'll also be celebrating 5 years of Hats of Faith. And so that one will be coming up to join us tomorrow for that one. Thank you so much for being here today. Hats of Faith is right here. You've seen it before, and that one will be coming up to you. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. But for today, we do have Over and Under the Waves. And please don't forget too that the Life is Living Festival is happening right here in Oakland. So if you're around, if you're close by, please come on out and have some fun with us. We'll be there at the Kids Zone. I will be getting started with that set at 2:30, but we'll be there most of the time to enjoy everything else that will be going on. Great food, great people, great creatives out there, and so please come on out and enjoy with us. Thank you so much for joining in. As always, let us know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you. A wonderful book awaits today, and of course, if you're joining in for the recordings later on, please let us know that you are here so that we can say hi to you. And if you have recommendations, please leave them for us so we can read them. Thank you so much for joining in. And the other book that will be coming tomorrow and new will be I See Me, as already said. Thank you so much for being here on Story Time. Good morning to you, Amanda. How are you doing? And of course, Sarah and Nathan in sunny Illinois. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you and welcome. Thank you for joining us. And I hope that you're enjoying checking in on the Bears. And of course, I hope that you are okay. Thank you for being here with us today. I hope that you enjoy today's story, Over and Under the Waves. That one coming to you from Kate Messner. and Christopher Silas Neal, and of course being read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much for being here with us today. A warm day is awaited out in Massachusetts. Thank you for being here, Erin and Clara. Later when you join us, sending you hugs. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime. Erin, I hope that you're having a delicious morning, a delicious breakfast out there. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you indeed for joining in Storytime. Tara McNamara as well, good morning to you. Thank you for joining in. Good morning to you, Susan, Adrian. Thank you so much for being here. So good to see you yesterday. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you, sending you extra love. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And you say, good morning, no pumpkin latte, but I got my coffee. Yes, yes, yes. Morning started. Thank you so much for joining in. I do have today, I've started off with tea today. So yeah, something that makes Storytime even better, a nice beverage. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Good morning to you, Sharon, Lungo, and of course, Soraya. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. How are you today? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Soraya, I hope that you are having a fantastic school year. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And maybe I'll see you at Life is Living on Saturday. Fingers crossed. Thank you so much for joining in. Good to see you here with us. Soraya and Sharon Lungo, thank you so much for joining in. Good morning. Yes, the homeschooling folk out in Natchitoches, Louisiana. Chilly but beautiful Natchitoches, Louisiana today. Thank you so much for joining in. Very chilly. Oh my goodness. I hope that we do stay cozy indeed. Do stay warm and of course have a book to accompany. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning to you, Braylon, Chad, Auntie Pam, thank you so much for joining in. Oh, Auntie Pam, I have information for you from Olaolu, and I will send you that information as soon as we're done so that you can look at it, because Olaolu will be in Ruston, Louisiana this coming week. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you, Braylon, Chad, and one more time, Auntie Pam. Thank you so much for joining us today on Storytime, and to everybody that is joining us later for the recordings. Well, we send you love and hope that you have a wonderful day indeed. But before then, don't go away. Stick around. We'll be getting started with our book for today, Over and Under the Waves. And this one is coming to you from Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Brand new for 2022, and it is written by Kate Messner and illustrations by Christopher Silas Neal. Thank you so much for being here. Join me on the other side of this very short break when we get started with our book for today. Thank you indeed for being here with us, and I will see you very, very shortly. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime.
Hi, friends. My name is Christy, and I am the author of A Heart in the Sand, also known as Un Corazón en la Arena. Now, this bilingual book is about tesoros, or treasures. And something that I treasure is my friendship with Mr. Lumada. So I have a challenge for you. Share this story time with someone who you treasure, and we can all spread the literary love.
Thank you so much for joining in. Welcome back. Yes, enjoying my tea today. Over and Under the Waves. This one coming to you from Chronicle Books of San Francisco. And guess who's having a tour of Chronicle Books today? I am. Yes, I'll be at Chronicle Books. Yes, I think it feels like I'll be in heaven today, walking around all those books and getting to see all these people that do amazing work. Bring us this stuff that we see out here. Thank you so much for joining in. Over and Under the Waves. This one is written by Kate Messner and illustrations by Christopher Silas Neal. And I just thought too that I think there's just beautiful end papers, but I will take off the cover too so that it's easier to hold the book. But here we go. This one, Over and Under the Waves. Kate Messner. Illustrations by Christopher Silas Neal, read with permission and published by Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Here we go. Another one with beautiful end papers. What do you see? Yeah, I thought that was beautiful. I thought I should just let it sit for a minute so you can enjoy it. And that blue, stunning. It's like a story time blue, isn't it? All right. Are you ready? Do you have your wetsuit and everything else that you need? The journey is about to begin. Don't forget your boat. All right. Over and Under the Waves. Written by Kate Messner. Illustrations by Christopher Silas Neal. Read with permission and published by Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Brand new for 2022. A big thank you to them indeed for allowing us to share these wonderful books here on Storytime. Over the waves we paddle, away from the beach to the water's deep blue. How many of you can smell the beach right now? Yeah. When was the last time you went? I hope it's not too far from where you are. Over the waves we paddle, away from the beach to the water's deep blue. Yes. Look at that. What a beautiful sea. Yeah. Sea lions bark from the rocks. One slips into the water. Whoosh, flip, splash. And it's gone. She dives beneath our boats and disappears into the deep. Where did she go? I ask. Well, where did she go indeed? Yeah. Can you swim that fast too? Yes. She dives beneath our boats and disappears into the deep. Where did she go? I ask. Well, we want to find out too. Out to the bay, Mom says. Oh, under the waves is a whole hidden forest full of silverfish and squid, bat stars and sea anemones. We're paddling over them now. Oh my. Yes, under the waves is a whole hidden forest full of silverfish and squid. That's it. Bat stars and sea anemones. We're paddling over them right this minute, right now. Do you ever think of that when you're over the water, thinking of what's under there? There's a whole world out there. A whole beautiful world. Look at how tiny the boats look. Yeah. There's a whole vast world out there. Over the waves, we slice through the current, matching our paddle strokes to push through the wind. Oh. What do you like? Do you like being with somebody else in your boat? In your kayak? Or do you like to be alone? Under the waves, kelp bass hunt, working together to surround smaller fish. Look at that beautiful scenery down there. Yeah. Aww. Over the waves, we slice through the current, matching our paddle strokes to push through the wind. And hunting is going on down there. Kelp bass hunt, working together to surround smaller fish. Yum, yum, yum. Lunch is served. Over the waves, pelicans soar. We try to keep up with that. Yes, over the waves, pelicans soar. Under the waves, anchovies play follow the leader in a shimmering silver school. Both those things sound amazing, isn't it? Swimming, gliding away, soaring high up like the pelicans are. Over the waves, pelicans soar. Under the waves, anchovies play follow the leader in a shimmering silver school. Oh. Over the waves, we paddle, riding the swells in the cool sea salt air. Oh. Yes, indeed, over the waves we paddle, riding the swells in the cool sea salt air. Soon we're floating in a forest of kelp that winds and tangles around our boats. Yes. I grab onto a strand and hold tight to keep from drifting away. Oh, the waves are that strong. Soon we're floating in a forest of kelp that winds and tangles around our boats. I grab onto a strand and hold on tight to keep from drifting away. Sea otters do that too, Mom says. Over the waves, a mama otter and her pup cuddle together, all wrapped up in strands of slippery brown green. Isn't nature amazing? Under the waves, another otter follows the kelp strands, searching for red abalone and sea urchins. Yes. Same kelp helps provide an ecosystem to hunt, but also helps them hold on, stay tight, stay in place when they need to. I take a break from paddling to lean back and look up where shorebirds swoop and soar. They hang in the sky until just the right moment to strike. Oh, yes. Skilled hunters they are. They hang in the air. Yes, they hang in the air, in the sky, until just the right moment to strike. Under the waves, leopard sharks prowl the seafloor while a wolf eel lurks in a crevice, waiting for prey to pass by. Almost behaving like spiders, right? Waiting for prey to pass by. Under the waves, leopard sharks prowl the seafloor while a wolf eel lurks in a crevice, waiting for prey to pass by. Oh. Standing down there. Well, look, Dad points, and way in the distance, sprays of mist fountain up from the waves. What could it be? What is causing that? What do you think? Whoa. Ah. Humpback whales have surfaced to breathe. We paddle out for a closer look. Oh my. Yes. We paddle out for a closer look. The bay has gone quiet. We wait, rising and falling of the swells. Under the waves, pale moon jellies float and sea nettles drift, swinging with the slow current. We should head back, Mom says. But then, what happens? Oh, the bay has gone quiet. We wait. Rising and falling. We wait, rising and falling on the swells. Under the waves, pearl moon jellies float and sea nettles drift, swinging with the slow current. We should head back, Mom says. But just then, just then, whoa, something spectacular. Whoosh! Our humpback whales lunge to the surface, mouths open to feast on sardines. They crash back down with a splash and a surge. Have you ever seen one of these in real life? Ah, what a way to eat. Our humpback whales lunge to the surface, mouths open to feast on sardines. They crash back down with a splash and a surge. Oh. Wow! Our boats rock as the whales dive once more. A slow, smooth arch, a swoosh of their tails, and then they were gone under the waves. One last glimpse of those tails. Over the waves, the wind grows brisk. I shiver and zip my jacket as we turn and head home. Now you blend in with the boat, Mom laughs. Does, doesn't it? Over the waves, the wind grows brisk. I shiver and zip my jacket as we turn and head home. What an adventure. Now you blend in with the boat, Mom laughs. Down below, a giant octopus swims over the sand. Down below, a giant octopus swims over the sand. And then it changes color to match the rocks and disappears. Oh, wow. How do you do that, octopus? A camouflage magic trick under the waves. Whoa. Yeah. Why is camouflage important, you think? Or is it important? Over the waves, we paddle toward shore. The tide's coming in now and helps us along. We steer between the pilings of the wharf. Oh, what an adventure we've had. Below, striped sea perch circle. Barnacles pull in their feathery feet, while tree fish and prawns tack away in the rocks. So much activity. Wow. We ride a big wave right onto the beach as the sun melts into the sea. Sea stars cling to the rocks in the tide pools. Anemones glisten in the last light of day. I feel like every page is just stunning, and I can keep saying stunning page, and they all are so beautiful. Yes. Sea stars cling to the rocks in the tide pools. and anemones glisten in the last light of day. While Mom pulls up our boat, I search for the shells at the shoreline and spell out my name in the sand. Aww. What a way to end the day. At the edge of the waves, a decorator crab collects bits of seaweed and sponge. His shell is his canvas and home. With wave wobbly legs and the paddle sore arms, we climb the stairs toward home. Yes. I feel like whenever I go out on a boat, it's the coming back that is usually hard, right? Going out, you're excited. But coming back is like, oh yes, I'm ready to be back on shore. With wave wobbly legs and paddle sore arms, we climb the stairs toward home. Can you see them climb up there? It's time for Nana's spaghetti and meatballs. Oh, delicious. Yum. Then chocolate chip cookies and bed. I can still hear the sea behind me. A shushing ocean lullaby as the moon rises over the waves. They rock the dreaming sea perch in the drifting forests of kelp, the luminous jellyfish and deep diving whales, the delicate anemones and vanishing octopus. Oh, sounds so beautiful, doesn't it? It's time for Nana's spaghetti and meatballs. Then chocolate chip cookies, and then bed. Ah, sounds so peaceful, so delicious. I can still hear the sea behind me, a shushing ocean lullaby as the moon rises over the waves. They rock the dreaming sea perch in the drifting forest of kelp, the luminous jellyfish and deep diving whales, the delicate anemones and vanishing octopus. Tonight, stars of the sky meet stars of the sea in the secret world under the waves. Oh my. Yes, tonight, stars of the sky meet stars of the sea in the secret world under the waves. Oh. And that is the end of our story. And you can read all about the animals in there that have been talked about in this book, including, the fish-eating anemones. You can talk about the bat stars and so many others. And I hope that you get to have this book at home so that you can read up on that. And then just on the author's note, very, very quickly, it says, years ago when my kids were young, my family took a trip to California, where we spent time at the amazing Monterey Bay Aquarium and kayaking in Monterey Bay and nearby Elkhorn Slough. And if you haven't been to these places, please visit them. Amazing. Elkhorn Slough is one of my favorites for sure. As we paddled past the wharf, listening to the barks and snorts of hundreds of sea lions, one of them leaped from the water just a few feet from our kayak, close enough to splash us with the chilly water of the Pacific. At that moment, I knew I wanted to write about this incredible ecosystem. While I began work on this book, I took another trip to Monterey. Once again, I paddled out in the bay to visit the sea lions, sea otters, and jellyfish. I spent hours at the aquarium, mesmerized by the swaying kelp forest and all the creatures that call it home. I also spent time with aquarium biologists and volunteers, and I'm grateful to them for answering my questions and sharing their stories. and knowledge of the amazing animals in this book. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Catch me on the other side of this very short break, and we'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Maria Lofton. I'm the creator and author of the Kids Love Oakland book series, and you are watching Storytime with Mr. Lamada.
Welcome back indeed. Thank you so much, Maria Lofton. If you have not seen the Kids Love Oakland series, please do check it out. Amazing books, amazing creator right there. Thank you so much for joining in. I just thought we should go back and look at that. Kate Messner, as indeed Pamela Courtney says, the queen of nonfiction. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for joining in today. I am glad that you are here together. Yes, indeed. I cannot say enough about how wonderful I think this book is. I know that back matter is chock full of lesson plan ideas. You are right, Pamela Courtney. So much in here. So much indeed. And of course, just one more time, just show you those end papers again. Just so stunning, beautiful indeed. And yes, so much here in the back that you can dive into. So much indeed. Research material and just, yeah, I hope that you get a chance to have this at your local library. I have it at home and get to enjoy reading it. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Good afternoon to you out in Lusaka, Zambia. Yes, the beautiful city of Lusaka, my hometown. Thank you so much for joining in today. I am glad that you're here. Tomaida Zulu and of course the crew back there. Thank you so much for joining in today and glad you are here. Tomorrow is a special day. Like we mentioned, it'll be a double header. Yes, tomorrow is a double header here on Storytime. We will bring you two specials, two books. Then they'll be coming up. Let me just do this so you can see it clearly. So tomorrow we'll have Hats of Faith. That one will be celebrating fifth book. It's a fifth book anniversary or fifth book birthday, and it'll be right here on Storytime at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So we are live again at 11 tomorrow. And then, of course, join us in the morning with our special guest as well. We'll be here, and Justin Stephen Ford will be joining us, talking about his book, I See Me. And then we'll be getting to read and celebrate that one first thing in the morning, right here live, 7 a.m. Pacific time. So please join in for that double header. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And of course, Life is Living Festival happening this weekend. So please be sure to join us. And then this is Hearts of Faith that will be coming to you tomorrow. So please get ready. Get comfortable, get cozy, get everything that you need. Be ready to join us tomorrow and have some fun. And of course, this one, I See Me, coming to you tomorrow. And I must mention too, I know that initially for Friday, we had construction site, the brand new construction site. Construction site Gets a Fright. This one, the appropriate Halloween Lift the Flap book. It is a good one indeed. We were going to read this one on Friday, but we've made a few changes just because this week happened to work better for the other two books. So what we're going to do instead is bring this one next week, or indeed in this month. It will be back, as this is the month of Halloween. So we'll definitely be bringing it back. Don't worry. Thank you so much for joining in. But I guarantee you we'll have fun tomorrow with Justin Stephen Ford, and of course celebrating as well with Hats of Faith. And we'll be going live tomorrow, the same Facebook and YouTube. We'll be right here, but we'll also be live on Instagram as well. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I hope that you are well wherever you are. I hope that you enjoyed that book, and I hope that it gives you plenty of ideas, like Pamela Courtney was saying, and indeed hope you enjoy it. Yes, send the info on your friend, and thank you very much. Well, indeed, you're very welcome, Pamela Courtney, and I will send you Olaolu's message, and you see in there he mentions two ideas. So who knows, he might end up in Natchitoches, Louisiana for a beautiful reading, but fingers crossed. Let's see how it all goes. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. I am glad that we were here. Happy Thursday, and then please do not forget to send us your pictures with your smiles. Send us your picture with your smiles. Tomorrow is Smile Friday. And then we'll be showing here a reel right here. We share some slides right here on Storytime with your beautiful smiles, and so we can see them. And so, yes, we can indeed laugh together. Thank you for being here, and I will put out that information so that we can remember to do that. All you have to do is just inbox the Storytime Instagram or the Storytime Facebook, and we'll definitely gather them, or email if you have it. Thank you so much. We will put the information up so that you know where to send what is needed, or indeed to the number that is on there, or that we'll put up very shortly. And then, yeah, we'll have that. We'll have your beautiful smiles right here to keep us to keep our hearts warm tomorrow. Thank you for being here on Storytime. Please join us again tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this brand new book in the series, and this one is called Over and Under the Waves. This one coming to you from Kate Messner and Christopher Silas Neal, and of course being read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you for being here. It is a long one. I am glad that we were here together. See you tomorrow for more story time. Much love from me, and bye-bye.
Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.